have got to go for the... He's already done it. He went for the early point up in the healing board. Difficult to keep that alive. In fact, now with a blast out, he has to stop the spin. The damage physically is still there. Mind control will take first blood against the safe lane Juggernaut. He's still ready to go again if possible, as the creep wave stays with Mu too. Kuro's going to rotate himself over. Jirax, yep, still not letting it go. Gets the kickoff, boulder forward, slow down Mu. Fada now with the Spirit Siphon. Mu's going to go down. Mu's going to have a crack over. Fada dropping low with the help of Kaka. They find one, the Spirits out to maximum range. Kaka trying to reach Jirax. And then Jirax can also turn Kaka. He's going to get trapped up. His tether is available. Goes all the way back over to Mu, but Mind Control's already here in the mid. Finds one. The kick was there from Jirax. Just Mu with the lasso. Holding Mind Control up to the tier 1 tower, but with one more attack into the trees. It's a double kill for Mind Control. Giving him 3 out of the 4 kills the Team Liquid have claimed so far.
From the Earth Spirit, though.
Yeah, Jirax needs to get this kick, and well, there's a troll trap, the silence, how? Where's that spin? He can't get it off, the Centaur stop is perfect. And of all things that do the jump, and well, Firefly, Blink, Lasso, Sean's going to be here as well. They're going to drop the Mass Serpent once if they want the extra damage, but the kick from Jirax and the silence makes it difficult. Fada still caught by the Firefly. He'll go down with the Magnetize turned on. Kaka, Stick Charge will keep him alive, but not for much longer. The walls move forward, and now Matumba has just been blocked up by the creep. It was the Centaur that wasn't allowing him forward, but Mind Control on the back line finds Sean. He wants Mu as well. Doesn't have enough damage for that, and he understands this too, so he moves on to a better target. It's Mu as well as KP. The stun from Kuro needs a little bit more damage with the Impetus. It could go to work, but still Mind Control all over the Bat Rider. But how? In for the Omni Slash. Revenge is swift and just. It is, however, over on Jirax, and how difficult time turns into the spin underneath that tier 2 tower, trying to kill off Kuro, but with the TP support on the way. Fada also wants to try and catch up to him. Mind Control right in front. Chikuchi's in front. He's not the healthiest of players. And with the bugs on him, Fada, he's not finding an opening here. Newbie will be able to get back out of this.
And the Shadow Shaman just food for the Weaver at this point.
As the mech. A level 11, so second point up in Warpath. They can start doing damage towards the towers. Sean comes in from behind Fada. They need to get some kind of control. Relocate. Gonna bring in KP as well. That's the force it down, but the damage from Atonement is just so big. Combining up with the Magnetize. Fada might burn inside the Firefly, but the damage is just so huge from Team Liquid. How be forced back underneath his own tier 3 tower. Mind Control diving under it to ensure the kill. They want to wipe Newbie out here, but KP is just so strong. He'll end up killing off Kuro, Matumba will TP out. You still got a 2-for-4 trade, however, in favor of Team Liquid.
And they've been ignoring the Bristleback out in a lot of these fights, which is the correct solution when you do. But Liquid, they see him, they don't want to go on him at all.
Yep, instead they can find Mu over in the jungle, who's just trying to farm up. He's in Firefly at the moment. There's your silence on Mu, but still the Firefly is going to have a little bit more time. Jirax caught in the trees as Mu will blink himself over. That troll was actually nearby, but it didn't get the trap off, so we fought a dual scepter, put him up in the air. Mu will drop back down again, and then quickly munched up by the Lycan. Okay, there's a wolf right next to him as KP slips himself into Roshan.
Fun will drop his enemies. For sure.
Oh, they actually, okay, they commit the Mass Serpent once. They saw the wolf keel over, so they understand that they were being watched. But up on top lane, Mind Control's attacking into the tier 3 tower, so Newbie will be able to take Roshan. Remember, you have yourself, like if Howard moves over the side and TP's back, they can still defend it and then relocate up with KP as well as Kaka. But the tier 3 tower is dropping quickly. Okay, Mu's trying to lay this up with the Firefly to say goodbye to tier 3. Here comes the relocate, plus the TPs. KP's the first man in. They instantly broken Kaka down. He will not survive this. Hound needs more damage. He gets silenced up. He can't get his spin. He can't get the ulti off. The Aegis he wanted will burn instantly. Fada is still low. And with Kaka's buyback, now KP with the cool sprays really starting to stack up here. They're in a little bit of trouble. Matumba isolated out. Fada is able to TP out with the Omni Slash. Matumba is mopped up. Kuro, the Nezuku is on him. The Flame Break will cancel this TP in time. So Newbie able to catch up to Kuro. They'll find this kill. They burn the Aegis, the Immortal, but damage is still done at home.
Coming out very soon on Death Prophet. Necro 3 coming out on Lycan, but they do have some late game insurance with the Enchantress almost completing their scepter.
Mind Control, lassoed up, shackled, and then towards town. They really want this kill. Can he time this? No, he can't. Liquid know they're coming back, and that's why Fada is moving himself forward. KP make himself a buff for the troll traps over on Kaka. They really hate that IO. He'll make a break for the tree line, but the Beatles get on the back of him. They need to break Kaka free of this. And with the mech charge, maybe they can survive. In fact, Mind Control in too deep. The kick will fly through. The damage is enough. Mind Control will drop before he can get the time lapse off, but now the jump forward from Newbie. They're here on the rampage. They need to go over onto Fada. His dual scepter is available, instead he'll use it over on KP, removing him from the fight, but they still haven't killed off Kaka. Jirax turns on the Magnetize, causing issues, but there's more issues for Liquid as the shackles locking Jirax underneath that tier 1 tower. They're losing heroes left, right, and center. Moose was in.
Well, he has Crimson Guard at this point.
Yes,
but I don't think you
part
want
of that.
Crimson in the Vanguard.
Oh, Mind Control instantly time lapse to get away, but Moo, he keeps up with him. The relocate comes in. It's going to be Fada who gets caught out. The ping's coming out about top lane. How has to move up to try and defend, get the momentum back. Kaka actually caught the bottom river. Okay. Mind Control
They can send in Bristle though if they actually feel scared, or Moo can check in.
They should be really scared.
Oh, they see the storm. They have to know.
Yeah, they're worried about Moo also with his flame break. If he clips anyone here, this is not going to be the dream fight for Team Liquid. There's still 4 inside the pit. Exism committed. Roshan's pretty low. KP walking inside the pit. Roshan, he belongs to Weaver. The gripping doesn't happen for the flame break, but Moo will drag Fada up on the hillside with the Mount Surfboard. They'll isolate him up there. He'll still be up with his Exism, however. This fight splits massively into different pieces. They're trying to get Fada back down again, but he just can't get off the cliff. Maybe with his Spirit Siphon, KP helping to stay alive. There's still no one dead this entire fight. The stacks are prepping up for KP. But with the kick on Kaka and KP, they can't keep the momentum going. They're all just splitting up. No one's still dead yet. Fada, how is he still up here? He's playing King of the Hill. Now you lose 2. The Jirax, he boulders up and pushes Fada down. Finds freedom for his core. But it's Mind Control who ends up how. They go for more. Moo with the flame break, pushing Fada back. Now KP can start over on Jirax. The stacks are high. Fada trying to isolate here with the Yule Scepter. Mind Control. Stunned up. Linkers will break, but he'll time lapse off all the damage. Putting the Scarabiddles back onto the back of KP. Moo has to blink away to safety. You got the hunt going off from the Weaver. He's right behind Moo. He's not close enough to get the kill. Moo behind the tower. Mind Control keeps the chase going. Ghost Scepter will just amplify the damage of Mind Control. Literally run straight through him like he's absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, up on top lane, the range racks, Mind Control. 1 hit will do the job, doesn't even need it. The creep wave's there, but it's Chuan inside the base. Ghost Scepter will save him from the Geminate attack. KP has to come back up into defend of Mind Control. He's coming in for round 2. The shackle, maybe too greedy. Time lapse, where is it? 1 second on cooldown. He'll burn the Aegis, but he kills Chuan. Support coming up from the Aya, but KP's the only one here. Mind Control can just Akuchi himself away. Pushing the envelope, keeping Newbie down. You finish up the top racks. Alright, so Newbie, you're grouping up again around this bottom lane. KP's your front liner. But meanwhile, how? Well, they know Chuan for KP, 4-star, they push him into the fight. He turned his back pretty quickly, wanted to evade the bugs, but Chuan, he's done, kicked around, silenced up, the Meg Trap comes off. Newbie need to survive this if they want to win the game, but they can't really do it when Fada triggers his BKB all over him. Matanda's locked in by the last two, but it's not enough damage. How? Now into the Omni side. The damage is splitting up because they're just so close. In for the spin, he'll get himself away. The stun's there from KP, and now still double kill for Fada. The Exodus has done some serious lifting in this fight. The KP wants to keep going. You've got Kaka, lassoed up. Can they hold him there? Fada's dropping low, 4-star up. He's almost down, but he's not down yet. How? Explodes right behind him. KP can't keep up, and now it's 4 Liquid players around KP. He'll start the TP, but unsuccessful. KP is dropping quickly, and Newbie, they'll be wiped. And this should even be potentially the game. You've only got buyback over on this Bristleback. Liquid are coming in to take out that mid-rack if possible. The tier 2 tower on bottom lane is going to follow the creep-wave momentum anyway.
Yeah, Mind Control was just able to get in those back lines and drop all those Ghost Scepters. I think he used 4 or 5 Diffusal Blade charges there, and everyone just dropped. And yeah, they can just ignore the Bristleback at this point.
Gonna love that low cooldown.
Yeah.
They want to try and get some extra kills instead. It's the Yule Scepter. Moo finds himself in too deep. KP also stunned up. Chuan, he's locked with the Spirit Siphon. You can say goodbye to the Shaman. KP looking for the revenge of Mind Control, but Mind Control right in the back of Kaka, tries to tether away, can't do it. The last who's there for Moo, Mind Control, still alive at the moment, and Silence of all the damage. They've lost too much. The damage is too great. They are bleeding out right now, Newbie. Liquid are all over them. And they can keep pushing through if they want to. That tier 2 is still up on bottom lane, but you won't really care once you take out this mid-melee rack. KP is desperately scrambling defense. He's got Juggernaut up in 6 seconds time. But Liquid aren't leaving. The bottom tower is taken out by the Lycan. They're pushing for Megas. And here comes Matumberman. Necros looking to go. GG. Newbie will accept it. We'll have ourselves a decider between Newbie as well as Team Liquid to decide who will go through the Manila Major Grand Final.
And in both games, the safe lane for the losing team was just way too weak. This game, just the Enchantress and the Weaver were able to crush both of Newbie's heroes, and without the Lion, they're hard-pressed to find a good substitute for that hard lockdown for Chuan.
Yeah, but that line was banned down so early on, and